Good afternoon. This is Dana Parsons, and thank you so much for this opportunity to provide you a General Assembly update from week 6. This week, we went through crossover, which is the midpoint of the General Assembly where legislation that has been approved in each chamber switches houses and then is considered in the opposite chamber. So where are we now? What key legislation impacting aging services has died, and which legislation is still alive and moving forward? Well, we're happy to let you know that the legislation, House Bill 679, to repeal the not-for-profit property tax exemptions has been defeated and will not move forward this session. Legislation regarding right to work and agreements between private employers and labor unions has also been defeated and will not be moving forward. House Bill 737 that establishes nursing home staffing standards has also been defeated, but I'd like to speak with you a little bit about what that legislation was attempting to do. We see this bill in each General Assembly session, pretty much every session, which is creating regulations to establish staffing standards in nursing homes. So as you can see here, the bill proposed by July 1st of 2021 to require a minimum of 3.5 hours of direct care services per 24-hour period. Then on July 1 of 2026, a minimum of 3.9, and July 1st, 2031, a minimum of 4.1 hours. So we understand the intent of this legislation, but we express to the legislators concern about the impact it would have, especially with the workforce shortage that we are experiencing. So we're very pleased to let you know that a Senate bill that was also proposing to establish a similar scenario for staffing ratios has been amended to create a work group to really review the availability of the clinical workforce and make recommendations for future General Assembly sessions. So we are very pleased that we have been named in the legislation as a member of this work group and really look forward to participating and really bringing about some positive change regarding this issue. House Bill 902 also has a companion bill in the Senate and is alive and moving forward. This bill seeks to streamline the pre-admission screening process for nursing homes. We are working with the Department of Medical Assistance Services on this legislation, and we'll keep you posted and look forward to providing you guidance on how it will be implemented. But the goal of it is to really make the process much more efficient. So we're very pleased about that. Senate Bill 355, Electronic Monitoring of Assisted Living Resident Rooms. This legislation is very similar to legislation that moved forward a few years ago regarding nursing homes. We are planning to move forward with this legislation to implement it in the same manner as the nursing home legislation was implemented. So essentially, this legislation, much like the nursing home, will require that regulations be developed to allow assisted livings to voluntarily allow electronic monitoring of assisted living resident rooms to occur. So at a minimum, every assisted living will need to make a decision and create a policy about whether the monitoring is permitted. If not, then that's what the policy will say. If it is permitted, then the regulations will provide guidance on the type of system that you can implement, and will also make sure that all of the liability provisions are in place to protect you and the resident. Senate Bill 185. I think you've heard of us speak of this quite a bit. This legislation is regarding assisted living and nursing homes staff to possess and administer medical cannabis to residents who've been issued a valid written certification from a physician and registered with the Board of Pharmacy. We continue to work with CMS to obtain guidance on how this will impact certified nursing homes, and we will continue to keep you informed as this legislation moves forward about how it can be implemented in your community. Senate Bill 686 is related to assisted living individualized service plans. Have all of the parameters of this proposal listed here. This legislation is seeking to amend regulations governing assisted livings and their individualized service plans. Really, the goal of this legislation is to just really clarify when ISPs need to be updated. We understand that there is a significant burden placed on assisted livings for having to obtain signatures for every change, and that really those changes would need to be provided a signature when there is a significant change. So we're really pleased about this and the burdens that it can reduce for assisted livings, and we'll keep you posted as we work with the department on developing those regulations. Adult Day Advocacy, thank you all for those who have called, sent emails, had meetings with your legislators about the need to increase the Adult Day Medicaid reimbursement rate. We are at a crucial point in the General Assembly session where the budget subcommittees are making decisions about what budget items are staying in the budget to be considered and which ones will be removed. So if you haven't already done so, please click on the link in our update today and send a message to your legislator. It will let you know if they serve on the budget committees, just to let them know how important this program is in the continuum of aging services and the need for an increase in reimbursement. There have been several proposals introduced regarding an increase in minimum wage. We have invited the Virginia Chamber of Commerce to join us on a call on February 21st at 11 a.m. to provide us an overview of the bills that have been introduced, the status of those bills, and their perspectives on those proposals. If you would like to be on that call, just please send me an email and I will make sure you get the information. If you also want to share your opinion and concerns or anything related to this proposal, we have included the link to the Chamber's alerts on this, and you can access those and contact your legislators about those bills as well. We are very excited at Leading Age Virginia to have launched an Advocacy Champion program where each community and center will appoint an advocacy champion or champions to represent their community to work with Leading Age Virginia as a liaison on federal and state advocacy issues, including meetings at your communities and centers, just really helping to raise awareness about aging services and the issues that need to be addressed on a federal and state level. So really would be so happy if you could join us in this effort if you haven't already done so. We have a link included in today's update where you can provide your information if you're interested in serving in this capacity. And we also hope that you will join us on the Leading Age Virginia Lobby Day on Capitol Hill on April 22nd. This is part of the Leading Age Leadership Summit. You can come for the entire summit or for Lobby Day. This is a great opportunity for you to come with us on Capitol Hill and share your stories to really make an impact on the legislation that we need to move forward. It really does have such a tremendous impact on the representatives to hear from you, and it just really gives them an understanding of the important issues impacting what you do every day. We had a great turnout last year for Lobby Day. It was a lot of fun marching Capitol Hill and meeting with our representatives. We really do hope that you will join us this year. We had a great time last year. As you can see, we had a great turnout. And please save the date for the Leading Age Policy Town Hall, which will be on September 17th of this year at Westminster Canterbury Richmond. We'll be sharing more information about that as we get closer to that date. Well, I just want to thank you for this opportunity again to provide you an update on where we are at this halfway point at the General Assembly session. If you have any questions about any of the issues I've brought up, or you'd like an update for your community, just shoot me an email and let me know. Also, please check out our bill tracker, which is included in the update today and provides an overview of all the bills that we are tracking. So thanks so much and hope you have a great weekend.